We've got no audio on this.
Oh, I was just thinking it wasn't working. I don't know why. Oh well, we'll worry about that later.
You've taken yourself out as well.
Add to stream. No.
Come on, get your act together, mate.
No, it's not.
There's a few technical issues, guys. So you've got me, which I think you can hear. You might be able to hear Andy in the background, but
But I can't get a picture. Ugh. I think I'm going to have to reload StreamYard. So if you can go to...
looks like we're going to die for a couple of minutes then, guys. Yeah. Yeah. So Tommy can hear me both, but Alison can't hear you. Bear with us, guys. We'll be back if you lose me, if you don't.
Right. Can you hear me?
Go for that. Yep. That's
Right.
better.
I know exactly what it was. I pressed the button for the intro and then I didn't press me after it finished. So it just goes to a blank screen. So that's what it was. That's all right. We're there now. Right. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. This very chilly, very fresh, but right nice and bright morning, afternoon. As you, I put Keith in the background. You've all seen his here, so let's try that one. Oh, I'll get the hang of this in the end. As will have seen from YouTube, we've got a piece of pitch pine on the lathe. There it is. I've not turned pitch pine before.
I've got two audio feeds in mine at the moment, mate.
Right, have you muted YouTube? No?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm muted on YouTube as well.
Right, hang on. I'm gonna go out of the studio, and you'll have to let me back in.
Okay. Apologies for this, everybody. Normal service will be resumed fairly soon, I hope. Lots of people still arriving. We're up to 25 watching now. Thank you, everybody. And I shall be getting on and turning this rather nice lump of pitch pine very shortly. As soon as Keith appears. I don't know if you can hear me, Keith, but I will just send my link to your messenger again. In case that's anything you're having a problem with. MJU8, yeah, it's the same as it was before. So, right, I think what I'll do, it should give me a little warning when Keith tries to come in. Right, oh, here we are.
I'm in now. I can hear you.
There you go. Good, excellent. There you are. I can see you too. Okay, I'll put you into the background.
Don't know what happened there, guys.
No, I don't know. I'll send you another link just in case you wonder what it is on Messenger. But anyway, right. Okay, let's have a crack at this pitch pine, which, as I said, I haven't turned before. I imagine it's going to be fairly softish, and it's not going to cut very easily. Well, it's going to cut fairly easily, but not very smoothly. So I'm turning at about 900. Keith's recommendation was not to do it too fast.
So I've got 2 feeds running, Andy, so it's not.
But you're still hearing it twice.
Yeah, and about a minute delay on it.
So you're still getting the YouTube one then, aren't you?
No, that's turned off. Yeah, that's turned off.
Yeah, but somehow it's still getting into the system, I think. I don't know how.
Right.
Can anybody else hear an echo?
Oh.
Has anybody said anything?
No idea. Anyway, I'll run through the list.
Okay, yep, cheers.
Right, so far we've got Tommy's Workshop, Lawrence Brigasia, Bent Bowcroft, Robert Dorman, Andrew at Wivey's Woodshed, Roy's the Boys, Brian Watkins, Steve Ash, Lerner Turner, Jennifer's Crafting Creations, Lawrence Brigasia, I'm not sure whether I've said him, Alison's in,
All's well with the world then.
Robert Dolman, Woodworm Paul, Brian at Hartwood, Chris Dodds, Trevor P, the Hobby Turner, Martin at Forking Owls, Rob at Copper Owl, Rob CP, Scott's in from the Blue Light, Martin, Greg Alexander, I think That's the whole lot.
Well, that's round. It's tearing that grain quite nicely.
It's got to be something my end because I'm getting a feedback about 40 seconds after I've spoken.
That's strange because it's perfect on my headset. So
Yeah, I've got YouTube muted and I've killed YouTube as well.
that's strange.
And Tiddly 61's in.
Hello, Sidley.
We'll see how we go.
Yeah, bit odd. Nice knot in the middle of there. Bit wormy around that outside edge, but that'll all be coming away, so not a problem. Couple of little splits that'll be going, so nothing to worry about. I will try and get the middle a bit smoother. It's bouncing on the knot, I think. That's better. Right then.
Okay, well, carry on. I've killed everything else. And I'm still getting a delay.
How strange.
Right, we've got Clint at Wood Dancers has joined us.
Hello, Clint.
Benjamin's in as well. Hi, Ben.
Hello, Ben. Right. That in the right place might be better. Okay, so we're going to put a foot on this, which is going to come out to about there.
Commenting here from Greg Alexander. He's tried the method I used to use and use occasionally with the black bison. He says it's brilliant. Thank you. Well done, Greg.
Right. Got to try things. You never know what might be good.
relay loop that I've got running.
What's that for? What's a relay loop for?
Eric Winkler's in. Hi, Eric.
Cool, it does tear a bit, doesn't it?
Chris Glanville's in as well.
Hello, Chris. Well, it smells nice.
Smells gorgeous, isn't it, when you're touching it? Workshop will smell nice for a couple of days, Andy.
Yes, yeah, should do. That's gorgeous, that is. Love it. Oh, dear. Got some work to do on that.
Michael McEwen's just dropped in to join us. So that should be quite nice where that knot is on the nearer the rim.
Oh, up here.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. That's cut all right. It's this one down here that's made a mess. You can't see that. Oh, yes, you can just on the foot.
No, on the very nearer the rim when you get it where you.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that
Yeah.
one. Yep. Yep. That's finished nicely actually. So I'm going to ruin that. Going for a nice rounded shape.
Rob's saying he's turned pitch pine before. Gav today sent him some.
Yeah.
It is quite nice to turn, but it's quite a coarse one, this is.
Yes, it's going to take some finishing. I can see that coming up, but that's all right. That's what we're here for. Right, just
message in there from Andrew, and I can see it now. Cover your bloody keyboard up, mate.
Oh God, I've done it again.
Unless you enjoy the fun when you go in a minute.
My threes are not working anyway as it is. I shall clear that later on. Right, there we are. Thank you, Andrew. It wouldn't be one of my lives if I didn't do that.
It need to be a big heavy one, Alison, if you do.
So, I don't know if you can see the shape of this. I'm just turning the top in. Let's try that one.
Yeah, you can see the shape. Yeah.
Just see it. I'm trying to just turn it in tight, slightly at the top. So slightly closed form. Just because I can. Not too much. That'll be fine, I think. Yes, you can see that. Yeah, good. Feels as though you're turning air. It's.
I did say hover over it rather than really burnish it with the bevel.
Which I am trying to do. That's better. I think that's about right. Let's have a look at what sort of mess we got. That's all lovely. That's awful. And that's got a lump missing out of there. So perhaps I better take a little bit more out of that. I don't know, so I'm going to do much with that, but we'll try. Nice and slow, nice and gentle. Let's see what we end up with. Slightly better, a little bit more maybe. That's quite a hole in there. Whether that's been knocked on something, I don't know. It's about 3 mil deep at the moment.
Lewis has joined us as well, the Klondike Craftsman.
Oh, let's see.
There's an odd question from Ben, but you would not expect anything more. How long has Andy had a moustache?
I grew it when I was first teaching secondary school kids because I had to do something they couldn't do because I looked too young. So that was when I was 21, 22, 23, 24, about 25. So 1947, 1967, 1972. There we are, a full answer.
Well done.
I shaved it off not so very long ago. Well, I say not so long ago. Must have been a few years ago. And I came downstairs with it shaven, and my wife went doolally. She hated it. She'd never seen me without one. So that was worth doing. That must be nearly gone now.
Katie's joined us. Hi, Katie.
Hello, Katie. Yeah, you can still see what I'm doing, can't you? Yep.
Yep.
This is interesting timber to turn. It's fighting back every step of the way. Which is absolutely fine. Don't mind that at all. As long as I win. Right, let's have a look at that. It's just got holes in it. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. It just is the way it is. I don't know, a scraper probably make it worse, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely a scraper will make it worse.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to sand that then. There's a lot of sanding to do there, but I can reverse it, so which I'm going to need to. I can feel that. I mean, if you go that way, it's smooth. Come this way, and it's not. It's rough as anything. So let's dig out the glass paper and have a little go. The net, Abranet, and we'll start right at the bottom, number 80.
How about the big sucker then, mate?
Yep, I will do that, which I had forgotten, but I'm not going to admit to that. Well, you feel so sticky, this stuff, it probably would not fly around too much, but cool. You said there's something about it clogging the glass paper, didn't you?
I did. You
And
were
it is.
warned. What is the
This
wood
was-
type, please, Rex? It's pitch pine.
Which, if you want a challenge, is a good thing to have. It's the first time I've turned it, Rex. So I'm finding out the hard way. God, even Abranet isn't coping with this. It's clogging like a good look.
Mm. Well, you got reverse, so
I have. I'm
keep going backwards and forwards.
going to be using that now. Yeah, you can see it there and there. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's still bad enough. And these big holes here, I can't do much about. I might fill those later, but we'll see. Sorry?
It's quite a nice rooster tail coming up there, off there in sawdust. So it is sanding quite well.
Oh, it is doing the job, yeah.
Mm.
But it's gathering on here quite dramatically. But I can soon change it. I've got another bit.
Yeah.
Yes, there's plenty coming off the back edge, isn't there?
Yeah. Yeah. Rex, I believe the pitch pine come from the Duke of Norfolk. It's the estate down in West Sussex.
In Arundel. Let's have a look at that. It's not there yet, but it's getting there, bit by bit. Let's come forwards for a bit. Yeah, the 60 grit gouge is quite useful sometimes.
I believe, Roy, we call it pitch pine down here, whereas it's more of a Scots pine if it comes from the north, but I don't really know. The wood is very dry, Rob. At least 10 years dry.
We're not very far away now. Yes, it sort of feels wet, but it's not. It's the resin. But the smell is glorious.
I've been corrected. Rob says Scots pine is different species to pitch pine. Okay.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, this is pitch pine. Or so I'm told.
So that's what you'd written on it.
Mm. It certainly does, Katie. It's really a gorgeous smell. A little bit overpowering in a small workshop.
I'll cope with that.
Yeah.
It smells better than my socks, so that's all right. No, it's lovely. Really lovely.
I think anything could smell better than your socks, apparently.
As Alison said so.
No, not yet.
All right. It's only a question of time. Don't want to over glass paper it, but I think that's there. Oh, tiny, tiny, tiny bit there. Okay, we'll go backwards again. No. Yep. I'm going to have a fresh piece of abranet.
I think I have Scott, but I'm not absolutely sure. I'll have a look later on when I go down the workshop.
What's that? See if you got any more.
Yeah. Someone else wants to try it.
Yeah, it's an interesting challenge, but it does take some finishing. That much I've learnt already. But it's nearly there. So you just got to treat it rough.
Treat it rough with the paper, but don't treat it rough with the tool.
No,
because you
no,
just
no.
bring out the resin on the tool.
I think that is there. Good. I'm not unhappy about that. Okay, let's work our way down through the grades then. Try not to press too hard.
I found the finer the grade, the better it cut in the end.
Oh, really? Yeah. It's got a slight bounce on there now, so obviously I've planed the softwood away. I saw it was sanded the softwood away, but it's not too bad. Could be a great deal worse. Let's go the other way. That should do for that one. Yep. Those might be wormholes, possibly.
Douglas Mungham's joined us. Hi, Douglas.
Hello,
A little bit late, but welcome.
hello, Douglas. Indeed. Just having a crack at a bit of pitch pine, which is an interesting timber. One thing I usually try and avoid on my lives is not having too much sanding. But I think that's gone out the window with this one.
Always got to be a first.
I'm sure we've all turned pieces of cheap deal. Well, if you imagine that and multiply it by about 10, that's the sort of grain this has got. But it is coming. It is getting there. Yep. It's good.
And the sanding is getting easier as well as you're going down through, isn't it?
It is, yep. Yes, the first one was almost, well, it was using, as I said at the time, a 60 grit gouge. Almost shaping it. But now it is just finishing, which is much better. What? I'm not allowed to.
Boss.
she brought a little notice in on a lanyard, but I said I can't wear it because it'll catch up in the lathe. But I'll hang it over my screen. That'll do it. I think, what am I on? I'll just do another one. That's really looking not bad at all now. That knot is going to be what it is. Basically, not much I can do about that. A little bit of 400 because I can.
So how are you going to finish it now then? Sanding, seal and grit, or
yeah, sanding, sealer and grit. Yep.
Okay. I think when I did mine, I sanding sealed it, then went back 2 grits and just knocked the rubbish off the top, sanding sealed it again before I gritted it.
Yeah, that's always an option, isn't it? I was going to see how it behaves, if I'm honest, because I don't know. You know, it may or may not lift the grain when I put the sanding sealer on, and it may or may not be enough just for a bit of web racks to deal with. But anyway, let's turn that noise off because I can't cope with that anymore. Okay, let's go for, what should we go for? Cellulose sanding sealant, I think, because I've got lots of that. I've gone almost exclusively over to this spray stuff now. Very rarely use the brush.
Do you want to come on to the end cam, Andy?
Yes, I will. I was just thinking I'm going to have to shortly anyway. That one.
Yeah, no, not that one.
Not that one, it's the green one. That one.
That one or the other one?
Oh, I went the wrong way, didn't I? Yeah, should have been that one. That's better.
Right. That's it.
That's it, that one.
That's better.
I can get in there. Some nice colours in there. And that is actually remarkably smooth.
Okay.
I just do a little bit of web wax on it just to take off any little bits that might be sticking out, but there's nothing that offends my hand. So no, that's gorgeous. By the time that's had the grit and that grit, and where the other one's go? Oh, there it is. I'm going to try the chestnut one this time just for a change, the microcrystalline. Stick with that. Right then. Oop.
Wood turnings by Barry's in as well.
Hello, Barry.
And Katie's made a quite pronounced statement on here in front of all of us. She's decided she's going to kick Chris out of his shed so she can turn more.
Good girl. Well done.
Couldn't agree more, Katie.
Yeah, he can build another one. Spread the joy. I think this was a little bit harder than I was expecting it to be. And certainly the feel of it now it's sanded feels sort of close grained, which I know it isn't, but it's got that feel to it. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
God, it's so cold out here. This is rock hard.
Move faster then.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but I'm not built for speed. Comfort me. Right then.
Right, there's a link for my live tonight.
Good.
Which is going to be a nesting box for a tip box. No, it isn't. I've put on bloody StreamYard one.
Alright. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Ignore that one.
Remove. Let's find the right one.
It's very easily done. It's looking quite nice and shiny now.
Right, we've got there
Good.
eventually.
Don't want everybody getting lost in StreamYard. Right, lovely job.
So that's the link for me for tonight. If Andy's cold now, I should be frozen tonight, but there you go. That's just how we've rostered them in.
That's really lovely piece of wood. Better than I expected. Very nice. Anyway, that's the bottom finish, so smack its bottom and send it on its way. Turn it round. I think it's that knot catching. That's better. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. There's pitch Andy Pine.
8 o'clock tonight, Katie. And anyone else listening? Let's
go to a fresh one.
Obviously has, and it's on, but it's pretty cold down this end of the world today. -3 this morning here it was, and the sun's only just, well, the sun's out, but it's not very warm.
No. I've got the heater right behind me, pointing at me, and I'm just beginning to feel it a little bit now. It's been on all morning. Let's see what that's doing. Oh dear. It is worm. There's a big worm. Can you see that? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, most of that'll go, won't it?
Yeah, I will do. I'll take it down far enough to get rid of. That's what this hole here is in the edge.
Right.
It's got various ones around, but that's just one that's near the top, so I can get rid of that. That should. Oh no, not quite. Nearly. Losing a quarter of an inch of depth, but not too worried about that. That's better. That's gone. Near as. Time I've hollowed it, it won't be there.
quite a dramatic shot there, Andy, with the shavings coming off straight at the camera.
Oh, right, yes, of course. I suppose it would. I can't watch that and do this. Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Oh, Brian's joined us again. He had to give me a show of hand with the shopping after she got home.
How these things happen? That's doing right. Just to give me some idea of where I am.
It's quite a nice feature knot down the side, isn't it?
It is, yes. Yeah, where the light's shining through there, you can see it shining through the resin, and around here, where that light is. So you probably can't see that. Can you see that? No.
We can't because we're the wrong side of the light.
Let's try that one.
Yeah, you can now.
Yeah, you can see
red.
that. Yeah, the red here.
Yeah.
That's light actually shining through the resin. It's still 1/4 inch thick. A little bit there too. But that was a bit of a surprise, a bit of a bonus. Anyway, let's put my light back on and carry on with the depth gauge, which is what I was getting organised.
Now, for the resin that you can see is the resin that they reuse or they use for the violinist and the celloist, but they put on their bow. This is where it comes from.
I do use that. At least I did in the days when I used to play my violin regularly. Oh, there it is. Having set the depth gauge up, of course, I can't use it. It's 40.
On the fiddle?
Yeah. So we're about 25 mil at the bottom. So that's all right.
And ballet dancers use it on their pointy shoes, so Cornish maid tells us. Well done, Katie.
Is that the same one though? Isn't that's a powdered one, isn't it? But is it the same thing? I'm not even sure about that. Right, so I've got some nasty little bits here.
It's the same one, Andy.
Is it? All right, okay.
I'm reliably informed.
Fine, I'm not arguing. But I mean, it's done for the same reason. You put rosin on your bow so that the bow grips the string.
Yeah, can we go back to end camera, mate, please?
Yeah, of course you can. Anything you want. That one.
Yeah, it's a bit bleak. That's better.
If I come back there a bit, it's all right, isn't it? Just to give me a bit of light. Is that all right?
Yep, we can see okay.
Good. Good job. I didn't want that bit.
Well, you've got an hour on the clock, but you were with a 5-minute late start. You're not quite at the hour yet.
Well, that's all right, and I'm doing the inside now, so that's not bad. Be another 10-15 minutes, I suppose. It depends what it's like to sand.
And you've still got 40 watching as well, so you're doing well.
Good.
It won't be any worse than the outside.
No, that's true, and it looks better actually, but I haven't looked at it closely since I've got this far.
You got a fresh chisel, Andy?
That was a fresh one.
Okay.
But not as fresh now as it was, but it was when I started the inside. Oh, it's miles. That's not right, surely. It is, yeah, it is. Plenty to go. Yeah, loads. No, I'd have to sharpen one. In fact, I think... Yeah, I'll sharpen this one. It won't take many minutes. Excuse me for 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves.
Thank you, Douglas, for reminding everyone to hit the thumbs up.
Thank you, Douglas.
If you like what Andy's doing, and to remind you to hopefully everyone's subscribed.
Right then. Cool, that's a big old knot there, isn't it? In there. If you can see, yes, you can see it.
Yeah.
That's a big old beastie.
It's the feature.
Certainly is. Right, there's a little bit more to come out there and then go deeper. Nope.
You're on the big TV now, Andy. Cornish. Katie can see you.
All right. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Scary thought.
Scary. Yeah. Douglas has put a question in there to you, Andy. You okay? You seem to be coughing a lot today.
I've just had 2 colds on the trot, and I've got a third one trying to come through. Apart from that, everything's fine. But yeah, these winter colds, they happen, don't they? But no, I'm fine, absolutely fine. I tested for COVID the other day, so I know I'm all right. So. A bit more to come out the bottom of there. And I've still got plenty of depth at the bottom left. So, back in there. Keep on digging away.
It was a depth gauge, Katie. A homemade one.
A very homemade one. It's actually as per recommendation of Wayne Clasper, Wayne the woodturner. He's has a similar device, but a little bit more finished than mine, maybe. But it works. It's set up so that end of the threaded bar would just touch the chuck jaws if it was pushed in there. So therefore, whatever you've got left down here, you can't see it.
Change the camera.
And if I just bring that down a bit, just there, the gap in here tells you how thick the timber is at the bottom of the bowl before you get to the jaws, which was about 15 mil at the moment. I'm not unhappy with that. I think I'm going to leave the middle at that, just level everything up and get it nice and tidy and pretty. But it's a very, very simple, very basic. It's an old chair leg, of course, bit of old ply, and with the bar going through it. Bit under the bottom so that it slides in between the bed of the lathe. There it is. Simples, but it does work. It gives you a very accurate measurement of how much timber you got left, which is really what you need. I've never yet, touch wood, done a funnel, so long may it last.
Just your camera again.
Oh yeah, all right then, if you insist. Some people are just so picky. It's wobbling around all over the place. Right, about there, yep. Coming in from that side a bit more, I think, might be useful. So I'm not in the way. About there.
That's good.
I'm just going to try my little delicate scraper, which most of my...
This could be ambitious.
I know it could, but we'll see. I don't have to carry on with it. Just won't quite get into the corner, and it's roughed it up quite nicely, so that's all right. That's fine. So then I should just finish it with that one, and then we'll start some sanding. Where's it gone? There it is. That's better. The diameter of the blade on that scraper was just too big.
For you, Andy, because it's relating
Sorry?
to your big scraper. Colin's asking you, how do you sharpen yours? He's having trouble.
Very easily. Came with it, a mandrel. There it is. That goes into. No, hold on. That's not the one. There's another one. Here it is. That one there. That hole is the right size and thread for the screw. Oops, knocking everything down. The screw that is in the end of that. So you remove the blade and the screw, put the screw into the end of the mandrel with the blade, put that into your hand drill and spin it up against the stone. Just cutting that small edge. It's a reverse bevel. So just sharpen the small one, and that's it. It is as easy as that. I did it just the other day for the first time, so they last a long time. But it really is as simple as that, and it gives you a very nice cutting edge. Does that answer your question? Hopefully.
There is a video apparently of Simon Hope showing him how you sharpen it, Colin. So hopefully, if you can find that one, which will probably be on his website,
Yeah, it should be.
that will help.
That will help. Yeah. It's not difficult though, Colin. I was amazed at how easy it was.
Roy, there's not a lot of pressure on those scrapers. It's really just about kiss it.
This is where I could do with the English grind probably. As I don't possess one.
Drop the tool rest a bit lower then, so you're not over the top.
This is as low as it will go. I can go a bit closer though.
I would think so, Colin. You could possibly do it with a diamond card if you've got a fairly coarse one.
Yes, yeah, but have it spinning, that's the thing.
Oh yeah.
That keeps it even all the way around then. Right, I'm going to do the rest with glass paper, I think. Don't think that one will get any closer. That's not too bad. That'll do it. Okay, so knocking the camera around as usual. Of course, the coarsest that these come with from Simon Hope is 120, isn't it? So we'll see how it goes.
Oh, you're on the pads now, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'll do it with the cordless. There's quite a lot to sand off in there.
Thanks, Brent. Catch you later or tomorrow.
Doesn't want to play.
No, I think it's spinning. Everything's spinning too fast for it to cut, and it's too fine.
That's better. It was just on that where it transitions from side to base. Didn't want to finish that off, but it has. Let's have a quick look at that. It's not too bad. Bit up there.
Andrew's having to go. Thanks, Andrew.
Okay, thank you for coming. I've got some 60mm ones here. It's a little bit smaller, but I think they'll do. Slow that down. That's better. Little mark there. Oh. Blow here, Rolly. Oh, that's more or less got it. That's good.
Chris Dodds is saying that looks that knot looks like a red spot on Mars.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, that's not bad at all. I'll give it one little last. Okay.
Not big enough, Katie. You want something twice the size.
I can only guess what you're talking about.
Probably got its foot spot on.
I take your point about the speed. I'll slow the drill down and I'll slow the lathe down. And it's working much better.
Cuts a lot better, yeah.
Yeah. a little bit right on that interface. So I'm going to reverse it.
So Katie's just saying, Mother says hello.
Hello, Mother. And she was in the other night, wasn't she?
Yes. Yeah. It's one of those things you really need to play with, Douglas. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. There's so much resin in this wood that it clogs up the pad if you're not careful.
Oh yes, like that. Like that. That was a fairly new one. Oh, my bit's falling apart. Oh no.
New at Christmas, wasn't it, that one?
Yeah. Let's put another one on. I've nearly run out of the 120s. I'll have to get some more. That's better. Just see it go. Yep.
Oh, I think we've left Dad out, so he says hello as well now from Katie.
Hello, Katie's Dad.
Being left out, yeah.
No, absolutely. I'll give it a little bit of 600. Not strictly speaking necessary, but
if you're getting dust off, it's working.
Yeah, I might as well clog up another piece of glass paper. Yep. Right, that'll do that. I have decided. Oh. Okay. Quick. Put that up there. Right, okay.
Ruby Clear's joined us. Hello, Ruby.
Hello, Ruby. Twice in 2 days. Right, that is going to be sanding sealed. It's a piece of pitch pine, Ruby.
And there's my link for this evening's live. For all of you that are interested.
I sprayed a little bit on the outside because there was some resin oozing out of these joints. So a bit of that on it, a bit of a wipe down, and it's come off on my cloth, so that's all right. A little bit more inside, I think. Right, okay, sanding sealer. Yorkshire grit is what I really mean to say.
You're
Sounds very
doing the
similar, doesn't it?
inside with grit, but you didn't do the outside with grit then.
I did. I did the outside with grit.
Did you? I thought
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just
No,
went
that's
straight
why.
onto wax.
No, that's why it's over here, because I used it here. Yep.
Okay.
But if not, I intended to. I'm sure I did.
I didn't think you did, but I'm not going to argue.
Maybe you were having a problem at that time with something. I'm sure. I'm sure I did. Sure I did.
I've had problems all the time, and I still am. And according to Katie's mum, she says it's painful when your resin oozes.
It's not good, is it?
No, it can make your eyes water.
It's something that happens as you get older, really, isn't it? So. I shall have to check this video now when I've finished. I'm sure I did. Nobody's commented. No.
No.
Good sized popcorn bowl. Yes, Ruby, it is. Right, let's have a new piece. What the hell? A bit extravagant.
It's not. It's not resin oozing that gives you a headache, Katie. You'll find that out somewhere.
Behave.
It certainly does, Douglas, and it's a wood that is not often turned because of its coarse grain.
I was going to say I'm beginning to see why. But no, it's. I mean, it's such a lovely smell. It's worth it anyway. You just stand here turning. It doesn't matter what you turn out of it. But no, it's a tricky one to finish. But it is rather nice, and it's got some lovely colours in it. Right, final one, which is there. A little bit faster, just give it a bit of a warm up.
Stuart Ingerule is just decided to join us all just to see the last bit. I mean, that's a bonus. It's been Roy usually that's been the last one in.
Yeah. I thought Stuart was in earlier. Obviously not. Shows how much I know, doesn't it? Right, there we are. That's it. 'Tis done. I'm not going to stop it spinning because it looks better spinning. So there it is. No, seriously, folks. Clear my stall.
Oh, apparently you started a grit at 49.06.
Thank you.
Yeah, I must admit, Mark, I didn't notice that.
Right, there's me. And I'll get Keith in as well. If I can find the mouse. That one. And there it is, the finished jobby. It's really turned out quite nicely. I like that. I'd say the colours.
Some really nice colour in that, isn't there?
Looking at that, and then when you get around the other side, we've got that resin that you can actually see the light through, and sort of a red glow. Nasty little knot in the bottom there, but we don't have to talk about that. Which is also showing on the inside. Big beastie. But no, pleased with that. My first piece of picture pine. Yeah, I shall buff up the middle a little bit more. Wants a little bit more of a shine. I think it deserves it. So, any questions? Very well done,
No,
Andy.
but everyone likes the shape.
Good, good. Yes, I'm pleased with that. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. It's rounded, slightly curving inwards at the top to make it a closed form nearly. But I know it's simple. I like simple things. So, yeah. So thank you, everybody. The Mars bowl.
Yeah, with the basic shape like that, you don't want too much detail on it because it'll take it away from the wood.
Yeah. Certainly wouldn't dream of texturing it or colouring it. No. Absolutely no chance at all, because that is just so lovely as it is. It doesn't need anything else. I will try and buff up the shine a bit more on the inside. The outside's not too bad, but the inside's a little bit dull. I probably haven't buffed it enough, but I can do that. It's not a problem. Get a mop in there on my drill, and I'll put a picture up on YouTube when I've done it.
That's going to live on the dining room table, mate.
Oh, is it? Another one?
Another one.
Oh, Lord. It's no good when she watches. She doesn't like me giving things away or selling them, does she? But this is a nice shape with an overlooked wood. You're quite right, Doug. Thank you. Very pretty I am, aren't I? Yeah. Modest too. Anyway, lovely. Thank you very much for all of you for coming along. I don't know how many we had or how many we've got. My wife will fill me in on that, I'm sure.
Well, you've got 27 at the moment, but you ended up at around 40-ish at one time.
That's good. That's nice for lunchtime. I think that's good. Lots of exclamation marks coming from my wife. Not sure that bodes awfully well, but it's lovely. I enjoyed doing it actually. It was a challenge. That getting the finish on it was a challenge, but it's come up really well. So yeah, good. Okay, so see you all tonight for Keith's spectacular. His tit box, bird box, call it what you like. And I'm sure we'll all enjoy seeing that. Alison's going to do the ironing. Well done. I have some shirts to wear tomorrow. Thank you, Roy. Bye, Douglas. Yes, lovely. Okay, well, I'll say thank you very much, everybody, and I shall press the button. So bye. Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Hopefully see most of you tonight. Bye for now.
Lovely. Bye.